everybody? Welcome on in for some Sunday afternoon baseball live here at the CH-Man 712 Sports Network. And we are going for the sweep today and our sixth win in a row, potentially here against the Pittsburgh Pirates. But first, I have some big news for everybody. It is confirmed on Tuesday, Tyler Glasnow makes his return to the mound, and he'll start against the Atlanta Braves over there in Truist. So that's good news for us. And now, for today's game, let's get into the matchups and get ourselves ready for game time. So, on the mound, we will have Blake Snell, the left-handed starting pitcher. 3 games this year, record of 1-1 at 3.60 ERA, 15 innings pitched, 20 strikeouts, and a whip of 1.13. And his last outing was against Colorado on the 17th. He went 6 innings, picking up the win, giving up 2 hits, 1 earned run, walked 3, and struck out 5. He spent most of the season on the IL, so there's not much more information to go over there. And facing him, it'll be Lake Bakar, a right-handed relief pitcher. So the Pirates going with an opener here. It seems like it's going to be a bullpen game for them. His numbers, 43 games this year, a record of 1-2, 3.75 ERA, 69 2/3 innings pitched, 73 strikeouts, and a whip of 1.11. And over his last 7 games, he's pitched 4 innings, an ERA of 0. 2 games, he got a save, 1 hit allowed, no earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, a whip of 0.25. And of course, on the 21st, he did pitch in relief against us. He pitched 1 inning, gave up 3 walks, got a strikeout, but didn't give up any runs. So nothing is guaranteed here against him. And on the 16th of this month, he faced Boston. He went 3 innings, giving up 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. So he's been tough as of late. So don't let the fact that he's an opener today fool you. We're still going to have a challenge on our hands here in the early going. Now then, let's get into the starting lineups for this game offensively. So, for the Pirates, Nick Gonzalez will lead things off and play third base, followed by Valdez in right field, designated hitter Reynolds, Brandon Lau, the second baseman, Flores Jr. will be the catcher, followed by Nick York in left field, Horwitz at first base, Triolo at shortstop, and Cook, the center fielder, will round it out and bat ninth. But now then, without further ado, on to our starting lineup for our Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's go. So, leading things off, designated hitter, Mr. MVP, Shohei Ohtani, followed by the first baseman, the ultimate baseball professional, Freddie Freeman. And then the shortstop, the Mook star, Mookie Betts, will bat third, followed by that funky Muncie Dodgers OG, Max Muncy at third base in the cleanup spot. Tommy Tanks, Friday night's hero, playing second base. He'll bat after Muncy, Tommy Edman, followed by Teoscar Hernandez. Big Teo is in right field today. And check that. That was Kyle Tucker. My bad. Misread. So Kyle Tucker in right field. He had to go ahead 2-run RBI in last night's game to help us win. Then it's Teoscar Hernandez, Big Teo in left field. And Alec Thomas in center field to bat 8th. And Hunter Fiducia, the catcher, he will round out the order and bat 9th. So let's see if we can keep things going. We're hoping to go into Atlanta with some momentum. Of course, that will be a tough series because the Braves always seem to play us very well. They're right behind us right now. It will be good to create some separation and some room between us and them as we try to get the first round bye for the postseason come October. And since we also still have a couple of minutes until first pitch, let's also get some score updates around the league right now, folks. So right now, the Cardinals with a 4-0 lead over the Phillies in the 9th inning. Devil Rays 3-0 lead over the Orioles in the 8th. Yankees with a 7-2 lead over Toronto in the 8th. The Marlins with a 5-2 lead over the Natties in the 8th inning. Mets and White Sox still scoreless in the seventh inning. Well, at end of the seventh inning. And the Royals up 9-6 over the Tigers in the sixth. The Rangers up 4-0 over Anaheim in the fifth. Oakland and Houston tied 6-6 in the fifth inning. And San Francisco with a 3-2 lead over Boston in the third. The Indians with a 5-0 lead over Colorado in the second. And other games starting up right now as well: Chicago Cubs, Seattle Mariners, Minnesota Twins and San Diego Padres, Cincinnati Reds and Arizona Diamondbacks. And still to come tonight, the last scheduled game of the night at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time will be those very same Atlanta Braves that I was talking about earlier, taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. And that's our score update for now, folks. Of course, periodically throughout the stream, I'll go back and do more. But now, I am ready for Dodgers baseball. You guys are ready? Let's try to get this sweep today. Also, check out the poll as well. Oh, hey, what's going on, Blackway? Gotcha. Checking out that game. And, of course, whole question is, will Kyle Tucker build on what he did last night? You guys let me know. But anyways, it's time to get ready for the game. It's about game time. A couple minutes away here from first pitch. Let's go Dodgers. We want to take out the brooms today. Let's go. Alright, Blackway, I just gave updates. It's in my rules, no outside alerts. I'll take care of score updates as we go along. You're fine. Well, we're here at the ballpark, about to get underway. Beautiful day out there. Should be able to get this game in without any problems. And again, it would be great for us to get this win going into Atlanta, especially since they play us well. So we'd like to carry some momentum in there. Having won 5 in a row here, be nice to go in with 6 in a row and back-to-back sweeps. Today being a bullpen game for the Pirates, hopefully we could jump on that, put up some runs, and give Snell a lot of breathing room early on and carry that. Offense playing a lot better as of late. Eric, hey, what's going on there, buddy? How's it going? About ready to start up the game. Yeah, I saw the score earlier, Eric. Sorry for Mr. Sinbin, and I know he's calling that game over there. So here is Blake Snell. 6 innings in each of his last 2 outings. And against Kansas City on the 11th, he had 10 strikeouts in Kansas City, only giving up 3 hits and 1 earned run, only walking 1. Less strikeouts the last time against Colorado, only 2 hits allowed on the 17th. 1 earned run. So he struck out only 5 in that game and walked 3, but still got the job done. He's got the 4-seamer, the breaking ball, the changeup, and the slider. So we'll see how he uses his pitches today. Good for him to set the tone here, get a quick 1, 2, 3, set them down, bring the offense up, and really set the tone for the rest of this game. Yeah, they had a good hot run as of late, but seems like the Yankees came in. They're struggling with the Yankees right now, but Toronto's still in it. Still have a month and change left to go to try to get that 3rd wild card. It would be interesting to see them get it. I would like for them to go ahead and do it. get into the postseason and see what happens. So Nick Gonzalez, the right-handed third baseman, will be coming up to lead things off here against Snell, who's taking his final warm-up tosses right now as we speak. Let's try to get that sweep today. Let's go. Oh, first pitch to Gonzalez, and that fastball's fouled away 0-1. Gonzalez, 309 average, 6 home runs, 55 RBIs on the year, 766 OPS. His average 309 is the second best in the National League this year. And here's the 0-1, and he fouls that fastball out of play. That one's up and in on the hands. So the count is 0-2 on him here. 2-strike setup. See if Snell can start things off with a K. See if he gets his first strikeout. And that curveball just taps it foul. So he stays alive here. Count still 0-2 on him. Here's the 0-2. And that breaking ball got down and in. It looks like it hit him on the foot. So a hit by pitch here to start things off, and Gonzalez will be on base here for the Pirates. And that'll bring up Valdez, 251 average, 14 home runs, 41 RBIs on the year for him. Pirates already have a man on. He has a 902 OPS so far, 60 games this season, so not a whole lot of playing time, but good enough. First pitch to him, and fastball is fouled out of play. Count is 0-1. They seem to be aggressively hacking here early on. Here's a 0-1 from Snell. Checks the runner at first. Out of the stretch, he deals. Oh, swung at that outside changeup and chopped it foul, so the count is 0-2 on him here. Our 2-strike setup. All right, Snell is set. He deals. Caught on and missed. Strike 3 at the fastball. Dump your cable in the chat. Challenge him, and he couldn't hit it. It's right there in the zone. 1 away by way of the K. First strikeout of the game for Snell. Hey, Jake, what's going on, buddy? Gotcha, yep. I'd love to do that. I see your guys are playing pretty well today. Here's Reynolds, 263 average, 15 home runs, 66 RBIs. And that changeup bounces in the dirt, 1-0. Reynolds also has a 799 OPS. He has 87 runs scored this year. Good for 4th in the National League. And here's the 1-0 from Snell. That one is punched the opposite way into right field, going down into the corner. Tucker with the play. Kyle Tucker runs it down in the corner, throws it back in. Runner has to stay put at first, so 2 away here. So after the hit by pitch, Snell bounced back with a strikeout and a flyout. Good play by Tucker to get over there and get it. And just like that, 2 away. And that'll bring up Laos. Lau batting .254 in a year with 27 home runs and 80 RBIs. First pitch. Oh, fouls away to high fastball. Count is 0-1. A lot of first pitch swinging here in the early going for the Pirates. Seems like just about every hitter has been doing it. So here's the 0-1. And the runner takes off for second, and he's going to get in there. Fastball just misses outside for a ball, 1-1, and a stolen base there for Gonzalez. So the Pirates, with 2 outs here, will have a runner in scoring position, and they should challenge that pitch, by the way. It was clearly on the outside corner, but no challenge. Yeah, I heard about Weathers. Yeah, I heard about that. That's just devastating, man. It's like bad luck. Here's a 1-1. Sliders chop to first. Freddie, oh, it goes off his glove. It was a high chopper. He couldn't make the play. And they'll rule it a single. So that ball took quite a bounce. It would have been a tough play regardless. Close there, and Freddie just couldn't get a glove on it. Edman backed him up beautifully. That kept the run from scoring. So it's first and third here with 2 down. And here's Flores Jr. 268 on the year, 6 home runs and 13 RBIs. Hey, Chase, whatever you just said, what's up, buddy? Here's the pitch. And once again, first pitch swinging at the high cheese, and Flores fouls it off, 0-1. A lot of first pitch swinging here from the Pirates. Snell's at 13 pitches, 10 of them strikes, only 3 balls. But 1 of them hit a batter. Here's the 0-1. Strike on the inside corner on the fastball. He's ahead of him now. 0-2, 0-2. Oh yeah, yep. Getting Bellinger back should be a big boost. Flores Jr. has a 984 OPS to go with his 268 average, 6 home runs, and 13 RBIs. 0-2 count on him here. Snell is set. He deals way upstairs with the fastball. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Flores Jr. All right, come on, Snell, put him away. Let's end the inning strong. Here's the 1-2 payoff. Cut on a miss at the high cheese. He struck him out. Dump your case in the chat. That'll do it for this inning. So the Pirates strand 2. They get nothing. And Dodgers come in to bat. Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts due up when we return. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Blake Snell. Back in the lineup. Oh, you know what, Jake? Since you've been sharing transaction news, there is one piece of news I forgot to mention in my pregame that I think will make other Dodgers fans happy. So I saw that not only is Wrobleski going to the bullpen, which will really help our bullpen because he was a good starter, and he's got a lot of rests now. Edwin Diaz, when he returns, will not be returning to the closer role, folks. Good news, Edwin Diaz will not be returning as a closer. Oh yeah, the Pages injury, that was tough. I posted about it in my community posts. He took a fastball on the hand. He had a fracture. It was a fracture, so out 4 to 5 weeks. And we called up Alec Thomas from AAA to fill in the roster spot till then. Hey, baby gal Dow, what's going on? How are you today? Yep, that's the good news I have for the rest of Dodgers Nation. Diaz will not be coming back as a closer, and nobody could be happier than me. A toast to that one. Oh, yeah. Pages is a trooper. He tried to stay in that game, too. He tried. So we're back. Shohei Ohtani will come to lead things off and get this thing going for us. Oh yeah, absolutely, Blackway. I'm telling you, fractured hand, man. I can only imagine how that felt, and try to stay in the game. Credit to him. A lot of respect, man. Definitely need guys with his mentality in there. Here's Lake Backer. He'll start this game, the opener. 1 and 2 at a 3.72 ERA. 69 2/3 innings pitched, 73 strikeouts for him. Opponents batting 198 against him, so they picked a decent opener if they're going with a bullpen game here. Oh yeah, sure, I'll take some ice cream. That's fine. But we wish Pa has a speedy recovery, and you know what? Based on that timetable, he should be back in time for October. Yeah, finally, Jake, they finally made that move. And there's a first pitch strike to Ohtani, fastball low outside corner, 0-1. Ohtani 289, 30 home runs, 80 RBIs, and 939 OPS. Yep, Tanner Scott is the official closer going forward, finally. And a breaking ball's fouled away. The count is 0-2 here on Shohei Ohtani. Come on, Shohei. Let's get something going. Here's the 0-2. And Shohei fouls off the sweeper to stay alive. Count remains 0-2. Yeah, Jake, I agree. Now, we brought him into a blowout game against Colorado. It was 11-2, and the game ended 11-5. He couldn't even do that. Here's the 0-2, and Ohtani pulls that one foul down the first base line. We'll do it again. Oh yeah. For the starters, you gotta have that Yamamoto, Scooble, definitely a Snell. I can see Snell being in there as well. And here's the 0-2. And that went in on the hands. He fouls it off. So Shohei staying alive here. But anyways, Glasnow's there. I can see Glasnow doing some starting. Maybe an inning of relief here and there. I'm sure some people would, Blackway. I mean, PCA is having an amazing year, but Tani's having a pretty good year too, so it's just a matter of opinion. But I think PCA is a very strong candidate to get it this year. Here's the 0-2, and Ohtani chops the breaking ball foul at the plate. So Ohtani stays alive here. Count is still 0-2. 6 pitch at bat so far here, making Backer work. That's always good for your leadoff guy to do. Here's the 0-2. And that breaking ball bounces in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think he was mostly hitting. But he's also a pitching option as well. If he's ready to go by then, he could be a pitching option himself. And that fastball's outside for a ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, he's definitely more of an all-around player. I myself I'm obviously going to go with Ohtani unless he falls off a cliff. And the 2-2 sliders outside. The count is full here. 3-2. Oh yeah, Jake. Yeah, it can be tough. They still have Glasnow back there too, so got to keep that in mind as well. Yeah, I agree with what Blackway is saying there. And the breaking ball, he fouls that one away as well. It was a hanger too. So Ohtani, 10 pitch at bat here to open things up. Something's got to give here. Here's the 3-2 payoff on the way. Backer deals. Outside, ball 4. Ohtani reaches with a leadoff walk here. And we have a base runner. So that'll bring up Freddie Freeman here with Ohtani on and nobody out. Freddie, 300 average, 836 OPS, 15 home runs, 61 RBIs, batting 350 over his last few games. First pitch to him, and it says strike. Ohtani takes off, and he's safe. The throw down to second can't get him, so it's a strike, but a stolen base for Shohei Ohtani here. And Ohtani puts himself in scoring position. Ohtani, yeah, absolutely. Ohtani doing it all here. Drew to walk like a leadoff hitter, and he steals the base again to scoring position here. So, runner in scoring position. Here's the 1-0 to Freddie Freeman. That one's chopped up the middle, over the head of the shortstop into center field. That'll be a base hit. They'll hold Ohtani at third. The runner's on first and third here, and the Dodgers are in business with nobody out. That's how you want to start the game off. Get the offense going. Here's Mookie Betts, 236 on the year, 16 home runs, 46 RBIs, 702 OPS. He has 6 RBIs over his last 6 games. An opportunity for another one right here. All he needs is a good fly ball somewhere. And the first pitch is a breaking ball way outside and low, 1-0. So Mookie Betts here with a chance to put us ahead. Bacher is set, the 1-0. That one is grounded to short. Shortstop throws a second for one, over to first. It's a double play, but the run does score. So 2 outs, 1 run in, bases are now empty. So the Dodgers do score the run here. 1-0 LA. Here comes Max Muncy, 258 on the year, 26 home runs, 66 RBIs so far. And this series alone, he's 4 for 6 with 2 doubles, a home run, 2 RBIs, and 2 walks. Bases are empty. First pitch. Fastball misses for a ball. Low. So here's a 1-0 to Muncy. Checks his swing on the high fastball. They said he held up. The count is 2-0 here. 2-0 to Max Muncy. All right, let's go now. Here's a 2-0. Oh, man, slider low and inside. 3-0. 3-0 here on Max Muncy. He can lock in here and look for his pitch. Here's a 3-0. And that fastball is grounded foul. First base side, 3-1. Challenged him right in the zone. Bacher up to 19 pitches. Next pitch will be number 20 for him. As an opener, they're really making him work. Good recipe for success. Keep getting into those bullpen arms. Here's the 3-1 to Muncy. And breaking balls upstairs, ball 4. So a 2-out walk here. So Max Muncy draws the walk. That'll bring up Tommy Edman. 270 average on the year, 4 home runs, 24 RBIs. He had the game-winning hit on Friday night for that thriller of a walk-off. 745 OPS. He's reached base in 7 of his last 8 games. Here's the first pitch to Edman. And he swings at that one, lifts it to right, but it's playable. Right fielder drifts over to his left. He gets it, and that'll do it. But the Dodgers do pick up a run. And after 1 inning of play, it's 1-0 LA. 0-1-0, losing to 1-1-0. And when we return, York, Horwitz, and Triolo due up for the Pirates when we get back. So Dodgers have already given Snell something to work with here. It's one run, but it's still a good start. If you can get even a run next inning, a run here, a run there with good pitching, and still a recipe for success. Keep working that pitcher, get deeper into the bullpen, and probably pull away later on. All possibilities here. Looking for our 6th win in a row. Back-to-back sweeps, trying to go to Atlanta with some momentum. Braves always do play us well, and we're going into their home. When we faced them earlier in the season, they took 2 out of 3 from us in our home. So I would love for us to go out there and take 2 out of 3 in their home. That's something I would love to see. Of course, for those of you who just joined the stream and missed the pregame, Tyler Glasnow is confirmed for Tuesday. He will be starting against the Braves. So Glasnow is back. He looked really good in his rehab outings. He's been activated, so we'll see what he's got. Making his first start since May the 6th. And if he can come up big for us here down the stretch going into October, just gives us another weapon in our rotation. Here we are, we're back at the ballpark. Let's see how Snell pitches here now that he's got a lead. First pitch to York, cut on and miss at the fastball, 0-1. So York, 222 in a year with a home run and 12 RBIs at a 590 OPS. And he's 5 for 14 since his recall with 6 RBIs. Here's the 0-1, cut on and miss at the high fastball. Quickly is 0-2 here. So 2 strikes on Nick York. And Snell is set. The 0-2. And that changeup is low for a ball, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on York. Here's the 1-2. And that changeup is low as well. The count is 2-2. No chase. So Snell now's at 20 pitches here in the top of the 2nd inning. Here's the 2-2 payoff. And he swings at the high fastball, pops it foul. Fiducia gives it a look, but that'll reach the seats. So York stays alive here. The count's still 2-2 on him. Snell already has 2 strikeouts in this game, looking for number 3 right here. And he deals. That breaking ball low and inside for ball 3. So now it's a full count. So you went from 0-2 to 3-2. So York putting a good at bat here as well. And he has fouled off a pitch so far. Here's the 3-2 payoff. And that breaking ball pulled foul down the 3rd base line. So York stays alive. Count remains full at 3-2. All right, Snell, let's settle in and let's just get this guy. Here's the 3-2 payoff. And he grounds that one to Muncy at 3rd. Muncy's got it, throws across the diamond, 1 away. So 1 down here for the Pirates in the top of the 2nd inning. That'll bring up Horwitz, 252 average, 10 home runs, 38 RBIs this year. And he's got an OPS of 756, but only batting 115 since returning from the IL. First pitch to him, fastball just misses the outside corner, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 from Snell. Caught on a miss at the low outside slider. Strike 1. Here's a 1-1. And the high cheese is fouled off. The count is now 1-2. 1-2 on him here. And that pitch is slider is lined into left field. That's a base hit, opposite field hitting. So Horwitz with a 1-out single here, and the Pirates have another runner on. And that'll bring up Triolo with a runner on first. Went opposite way with that outside pitch. Didn't try to do too much. So Triolo, 237 with 2 home runs, 24 RBIs this year. And the first pitch to Triolo, he swings at that changeup, bloops into center field, but coming in is Thomas. He's got it. Off the end of the bat there, but Thomas able to run it down. So 2 away here, and Snell's 1 out away from getting out of the inning and stranding the base runner. So let these innings go quickly. That's what I say. At least when Snell's half of the innings, let those go quickly. Hey, Commissioner Charles, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Here's Billy Cook, 188, 2 RBIs, 454 OPS, no home runs. First pitch to him, he shows bunt, but he takes a strike. He pulls back and takes a strike. Ball gets away from the catcher, and the runner goes down to second here with 2 outs. So a pass ball on Hunter Fiducia. Yep, thank you, Commissioner Charles. What's the weather like in paradise, my friend? Yep. Here's the 0-1 to Cook. And he cuts and misses at the inside fastballs on the inside corner anyway. So strike 2 on him. 0-2 count here. Say we end this inning. Come on, Snell. Punch him out. Let's end this inning in style. Here's the 0-2 delivery, and that fastball's upstairs for a ball. The count is 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Cook. Runner in scoring position, but 2 away here for the Pirates. Top of the second inning is 1-0 LA. The 1-2 payoff is on its way. And Snell deals. Cut on a miss, strike 3, fastball high inside, ties him up. So dump your K's in the chat. That'll do it. So the Pirates strand a 1 runner. They don't get anything. And after an inning and a half of play, it is 1-0 LA. And when we return, Kyle Tucker, Teoscar Hernandez, and Alec Thomas will be due up when we get back. Good job by Snell there. So the Pirates, back-to-back innings, have stranded a base runner. Well, stranded 3 so far. They had 2 on there in the first. Snell able to pitch out of that. So let's see if our offense can get him some more runs here to work with. Try to get that sweep. 6 in a row. It's about that time of the year anyway for us to get hot. Usually end of August through September and go into October. A lot of positivity, a lot of heat, and try to go for the three-peat. This year's channel's theme. Quest for a three-peat continues here live at CHMAN 712 Sports Network. If you're enjoying the stream, please do tap that like button. It does help us out, and it gets the stream recommended to more viewers, and it'll help us to grow the channel. Also subscribe and hit the bell icon for more. We're still a growing channel. We recently crossed 2,000 subscribers and we're going. We're on the road to 3,000 now, hopefully. And you guys make it all possible. So 0-2-0 for the Pirates, 1-1-0 for the Dodgers here. And here is Kyle Tucker. First pitch to him is high and away for a ball, fastball, 1-0. So last night, Kyle Tucker coming up with what ended up being the winning hit. 2-run go-ahead RBI single late in the game. And we were able to win it. 230 in the year, 11 home runs, 57 RBIs, and he fouls away that fastball. The count is 1-1. All right, come on, Tucker. Keep it up. Let's go. Here's the 1-1 to Tucker. Breaking ball misses high and away. Count is 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Kyle Tucker. Teoscar Hernandez is on deck. Here's a 2-1. And that sweeper misses high and away for a ball as well, so the count's now 3-1. Kyle Tucker with a good hitter's count here. He can try to lock in, look for his pitch. Here's the 3-1. And that slider, it misses upstairs. Very close, a ball 4. So we get a leadoff walk here. And I'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez, 247 on the year, 11 home runs, and 44 RBIs for him. And he stands in. Tucker is down there first, and he is a threat to steal. First pitch, caught on a miss at the low slider, 0-1. Tucker up to 27 pitches, approaching 30. And that slider is fouled off. So the count is quickly 0-2 here on Teo. Backer has got him here on the ropes. Two pitches, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 to Teoscar Hernandez. Backer deals, ties him up, high inside fastball. He swings. Strike 3. So first strikeout for Backer and 1 away here. So 1 down, runner still at first base. And that'll bring up Alec Thomas. He was 1 for 4 in last night's game with an RBI. 184 average overall, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, and a 560 OPS for him. Made his Dodgers debut last night. And throw over to first. But Tucker dives back in safely. First disengagement here for Backer. Let's see if Thomas can do it again and get another hit. Here's the pitch. And he fouls that fastball off the end of the bat. And that's 0-1. Goes to the backstop. So Backer up to 30 pitches now as the opener. Tucker's on first, 1 down. The pitch. And that sinker is outside for a ball. The count is 1-1 here. 1-1 count on Alec Thomas. Here's a 1-1, and that breaking ball popped into foul territory. Third baseman comes in, and he gets it in front of the dugout. So 2 away, foul out for Thomas, and that'll bring up Hunter Fiducia, the catcher, with 2 away. 233 average, 3 home runs, and 13 RBIs for him this year. And of course, Shohei Ohtani is on deck if he was to find his way on base. The pitch. And the breaking ball, they ruled it a ball, but it was above the bottom of the strike zone by at least a half an inch. So the Pirates are going to challenge this. ABS challenge activated, and of course they will win that challenge. I said it was in the zone. So it's reversed. 0-1. And the Pirates retain both of their challenges here. Good challenge. So it's 0-1 on Fiducia. Here's the 0-1, and there's a breaking ball at the knees for a called strike, too. So Fiducia quickly in the hole here, 0-2. Backer is set. And he throws to first. Pickoff attempt, but Tucker dives back in. First disengagement on this exchange. Of course, if Fiducia doesn't get on, then at least we lead off with Ohtani next inning, top of our order. So that's a positive. Here's the 0-2 to Fiducia. He swings and lines that one right to the second baseman. So he hit that one on the button, but right to a fielder. So that'll do it. The Dodgers strand one. And after 2 innings of play, it's 1-0 LA. And when we return, it'll be Gonzalez, Valdez, and Reynolds due up for the Pirates when we get back. So stay tuned here live at the CHMAN 712 Sports Network. Got you for this game this afternoon. I thank you all for joining us on this Sunday afternoon. Could have been doing a lot of other things, but I appreciate you guys choosing to hang out with us and follow the game. Dodgers once again on the quest for the three-peat, the historical three-peat if we can do it. So I'll be calling the action. So let's see if Snell can go out there and get us a nice 1-2-3. That's what I want to see. Get a nice quick 1-2-3 and get us back up there with the top of our order coming up. See if we can get some more runs. We are back at the ballpark. See what Blake Snell does this inning. And he'll face Gonzalez. 0-2-0 for the Pirates. 1-1-0 for LA. It's the first pitch to Gonzalez, and he swings at the first pitch, but grounds it to second. Edmonds got it, throws on to first, 1 away. So Pirates have more first pitch swinging action here, and not much to show for it. 1 pitch, 1 out. By all means, go ahead and keep doing that. It'll help Snell out. These 1 pitch outs. Here comes Valdez, 0 for 1 as well on the day so far. First pitch to Valdez. And that breaking ball's way upstairs for a ball. The count is 1-0. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. Here's a 1-0. And that changeup on the outside corner for a strike. The count is 1-1. And wait, Valdez calls time. Home plate umpire grants it. He steps out for a moment. And he's back in there. That was quick. Here's the 1-1. Caught on a miss over the changeup. Count is quickly 1-2 here. And that changeup misses for a ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Valdez. Snell set. Here's the 2-2. He deals. Oh, fastball just misses the high inside corner. So the count runs full here at 3-2. So let's see who wins this duel. Full count here on him. Next pitch is pitch number 40 for Snell. Snell is set into the windup. He deals. Cut on a miss at the high cheese. Strike 3. Dump your case in the chat. Another strikeout for Snell. Number 4 of the game so far. 2 away now. And that'll bring up Reynolds here. 2 down and nobody on. He's 0 for 1 so far in this game. Snell looking for a quick inning here. The first pitch. There's a strike. Fastball and high outside corner. 0-1. He was a flyout victim his first time up. The designated hitter for the Pirates. Here's the 0-1. And he checks his swing at a fastball at the knees. They're going to peel down to first. Wait, the catcher wants to challenge it. It was ruled a ball, but they're going to activate an ABS challenge here. It's very close. I couldn't tell you. And the call is confirmed. So it is a ball. We lose a challenge. It was a half an inch inside. And we have 1 challenge remaining. Sad, Bird. Damn, sorry to hear that. But well, what's the good news? Go ahead and tell us, Bird. Here's the 1-1. That fastball's chopped foul. The count is 1-2. 1-2 on him here with 2 down. Reynolds is set up. Let's strike him out and end this inning. Here's the 1-2. And that slider misses low and inside for a ball. So the count's even here. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Reynolds. 2 down here at the top of the 3rd inning. 1-0 LA. Here's the 2-2. And that fastball is high and outside, so full count, 3-2. And Bird, all right. Congratulations to Bird. There you go. Just for you. Driven for the first. There you go. And the 3-2, that breaking ball misses the high outside corners. There's a 2-out walk here. Good at bat from Reynolds, and that gives the Pirates some life here in the top of the 3rd inning. That'll bring up Brandon Lau, who's 1 for 1 so far in this game. So Snell got 2 quick outs, and then Reynolds worked a good at bat, made him work a bit, and drew a walk. Every inning, the Pirates have gotten a base runner. Lau had a single earlier in this game. The first pitch, caught on a miss of the slider outside, 0-1. So strike 1 here on Lau. Here's the 0-1. Caught on a miss at the outside slider. The count is quickly 0-2 here. Let's end this inning strong. Let's go. Let's get the strikeout. Snell's got him set up here beautifully. No, I didn't see how it ended. Here's the 0-2. And that fastball just misses the outside corner, 1-2. But I'll be checking that out later. Probably after my stream, I'll go around and see some highlights, what went on today in baseball. But I'm going to assume that I'm gonna assume that since you're not happy, it was not good. Here's a 1-2 pitch number 50 on the way. Fastball is popped up. Left field coming in as Teo is shallow, and he makes the play. So that'll do it. So the Pirates strand another base runner. They're retired, and when we return, Otani, Freeman, Betts due up. After 2.5 innings of play, it's 1-0 LA. You know, Bert, since you mentioned that, I'm just going to take a quick look at that score. I won't say anything. All right. Let's see. I see. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hey, Jeff, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Bird. Because I know when I did my score updates before the game, I assumed the Birds had it. That's just one of those games you gotta flush and put it behind you. Try to forget about it, but it's tough. Those kind of losses are always tough, man. Yeah. Also, I will ask again, no outside score updates in the chat, but I did look. I'll be doing some score updates again later, but yeah. I just looked at the score and I was like, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. That's rough, man. Those kind of losses always hurt. Well, you know, the Phillies do have some good offense, so when they get their offense going, they can be tough. So, it, well, we're back. Shohei Otani coming up to lead things off for us. Let's see if he can get on base and start up another rally like he did back in the first inning to start off the game. Worked a good at bat. And Carmen Ladinsky is in the game for the Pirates, a right-handed reliever. He's made some starts this year as well. First pitch cutters fouled off 0-1. So we have a pitching change here for the Pirates. Yep, I got you, Bird. Just next time, no outside score updates or alerts. I'll look. If you tell me something happened, I'll check. But, yeah. And that fastball's in there for a strike. 0-2 on Shohei Otani here. Here's the 0-2. And that breaking ball's grounded foul. He stays alive here. The count's still 0-2. All-time star. Oh, you know, I forgot about it entirely. But you know what? I'm just going to give you one off the top of my head in just a moment. Here's the 0-2. That splitter is popped in the air. Foul territory, and that'll reach the seats. Third baseman gave it a look, so Otani stays alive. Let's see, all time. I definitely want Pedro Martinez in there. I want Sandy Koufax in there. I'll say Randy Johnson. Here's the 0-2. Cut on and miss a splitter low and inside. Strike three. Otani down on strikes. I'll say Greg Maddux. And for the last one, give me one moment here to come up with the last one. I'd probably take Bob Gibson as number 5 there. Pitch. Fastball along the bottom of the strike zone. 0-1 to Freddie Freeman. Freddie is 1 for 1 so far in this game. And that splitter is Fouled. So the count is now 0-2. Well, it's an opinion, Bird. Yeah, well, we might disagree, but and the fastball's grounded to third. That'll do it on the first for Freeman. So two away here. That at bat ended quickly. So two quick outs here for Lazinski, I can't pronounce that. And here's Mookie Betts with two away. He's 0 for 1, ground into a double play earlier and got an RBI. But as far as the Brewers go, I've always said it, and I've been saying it all year long. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. They're due to win a championship with the way that team's going every year. And the fastball is fouled away. Count is 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball high outside corner for strike 2, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. That splitter is pulled foul, so he stays alive here. The count's still 0-2. Here's the 0-2 to Mookie. And that one is chopped to short. Shortstop runs and he's got it, throws to first, so that'll do it. So the Dodgers go 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the third inning. After 3 innings of play, it's still 1-0 LA. And when we return, Flores Jr., York, and Horwitz due up when we get back for the Pirates. See if Snell can get us a quick inning here. That would be nice. So very slim lead here, just 1-0. Still a very close game. Pirates fighting to salvage one here, and we're trying to get a sweep before we go into Atlanta. Yep, gotcha, yep. That is true, Jeff. That is true. We are back at the ballpark. And Flores Jr. will lead things off here for the Pirates. The first pitch from Snell. Breaking balls in there for a strike. Inside corner, 0-1. Flores was a strikeout victim his first time up, 0 for 1 so far. Second pitch, fastball misses high and away for a ball. The count is 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And that one is Popped into right. Going over is Edman. Coming in is Tucker. Tucker makes the play. So one away here. Quick first out. And that'll bring up Nick York, who's 0 for 1 so far in this game. What happened the last couple of innings, too, Snell's able to get the first 2 outs relatively quickly. Then the third batter worked a good at bat and found a way on base. First pitch to York, swing and a miss over the changeup. Bottom of the strike zone, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Fastball in there for a strike in the inside corner, 0-2 here. So Snell's ahead of him here at 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And that breaking ball is low, so the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on York. York also worked a good at bat his last time up. He ran the count full before he was retired. So see what he does here. Here's the 1-2 to York. Reaches for it, taps the change up to second. Edman's got it on to first. 2 away. He chased a bad one way outside. Wasn't able to do much with it. So 2 quick outs here again. They'll bring up Horwitz, who is 1 for 1 so far in this game. Snell at 57 pitches. He is approaching 60. Spencer Horwitz, he has a single so far in this game. First pitch, and a fastball is high and inside for a ball. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And that fastball's upstairs. 2-0. Steve Carlton would have been... Yep, I agree with that. Seaver versus Pedro. Yep. Those definitely would have been marquee matchups right there. Good fantasy matchups. And slider misses outside. It's now 3-0. Something about the third batter in every inning so far. We get the first 2, then the third one either gets a hit or gets a walk. So the Pirates have had base runners so far just about every inning. They've had 4 total men left on base so far up to this point in this game. Here's the 3-0. Strike on the high outside corner with the fastball, 3-1. And here's the 3-1 to Horwitz. And that fastball just misses the high inside corner for ball 4, so the pattern continues. The Pirates get their 5th runner on base for this game. It seems like every inning with 2 outs, either it's a walk or a single. They'll bring up Triolo, who's 0 for 1 so far in this game. Let's see if Snell can also do what he's done right after that and retire the next batter and get us out of this inning. Very close fastball, but definitely a ball. So here's Triolo, runner on first with 2 away. Number 8 hitter in the Pirates lineup. First pitch to Triolo, and he chops the changeup foul. First pitch swinging, 0-1. A lot of first pitch swinging today from the Pirates. He was a line-out victim his first time up, shortstop for the Pirates. Tying run is on first. 2 away here in the top of the 4th inning. Snell is set, and he deals. That one is grounded to short. Mookie's got it. Will flip to second, and that'll do it. So, Pirates strand 1 yet again. After 3.5 innings of play, it's 1-0 LA. When we return, Max Muncy, Tommy Edman, and Kyle Tucker due up when we get back here live at the CHMAN 712 Sports Network. And just give me one moment, folks. I'll be right back.
Alejandro Kirk coming up. World Series could end on one swing in either direction. Home run wins it for the Blue Jays. Ground ball wins it for the Dodgers. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Kirk bounces one up the middle. Bats to the bag. Over to first to beat the champ. You gotta knock him out. The Dodgers stand tall and win back-to-back titles. Clayton Kershaw's Major League career ends as he watches his team win a Game 7 epic. It didn't look like they had any shot in this one until the very end, when an unsung hero, a most unlikely hero, Miguel Rojas, tied the game with a home run. With all the focus on the man that was on deck, Shohei Ohtani, it was Rojas who delivered the shock. And then it was Will Smith who delivered the game-winning home run in the top of the 11th inning. And you...
Maybe we can rally here and try to get some insurance runs. I think at least another run or two with the way Snell's pitching. 2 more runs or so, that would be really good. And Max Muncy coming up. First pitch to him. That sweeper is outside for a ball. The count is 1-0. Max Muncy has a walk in his first at bat so far for today. And that pitch, sweeper, low outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Here's a 1-1. And that splitter is high and away for a ball. The count is 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Muncy. Here's a 2-1. And Muncy tried to check his swing on the high fastball, couldn't hold up. So the count is 2-2 here on Max. And here comes the 2-2. Muncy cuts and misses over the sweeper for strike 3, so 1 away by way of decay. Lazinski with a strikeout. That'll bring up Tommy Edman, who's 0 for 1 so far in the game, with nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And this Lazinski guy's looking real sharp. First pitch to Edman. It's breaking balls in there for a strike, 0-1. All right, come on, guys. Let's try to get a rally going here. It's just 1 out. Here's the 0-1. Sinker, high inside corner. The count is 0-2. So he's quickly behind in the count here, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And that breaking ball bounces in the dirt. The count is 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And he pops that fastball foul, but that's out of play. We'll do it again. So the count remains 1-2. Lazinski is at 21 pitches so far in the game. Doing a good job out the bullpen for the Pirates in his 2nd inning of work. Bullpen game for the Pirates today. There's a 1-2. Oh, that one went in and hit him. So Edman hit by the pitch here, and he'll reach the hard way. Looks like it got him on the foot. Pitch was boring down and in. And I'll bring up Kyle Tucker. He walked in his only at bat so far. So King Tuck coming up. Had a big go-ahead 2-run RBI single in yesterday's game that ultimately ended up deciding it. First pitch to him, sweeper, low and away for a ball, 1-0. All right, come on, Tucker. Lock in here. Here's the 1-0 to Kyle Tucker. And that fastball's inside for a ball, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes here on Kyle Tucker. So the catcher was having a word with him, with the pitcher. Trying to get back on the same page here. So runner on first, 1 away here. 1-0 LA in the bottom of the 4th inning, looking for some insurance runs. Here's the 2-0. That one's line. Base hit. It gets down into right field. It's a single. Runner will have to hold up at second, so it's first and second here with just 1 out. And we're starting to cook here, folks. Starting to cook. There we go. Kyle Tucker with another hit. That'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez, 0 for 1 so far in this game. He was a strikeout victim as well. And that pitch is splitter is low and away for a ball. Count is 1-0. One ball, no strikes here on Teo. And that one, sinker just misses low. The count is 2-0 here. So Hernandez with a good hitter's count here. So 2-0 is the count. The pitch. Sinker hits the outside corner for a strike. Count is 2-1. And Rivera, Sutter, Wainwright, Tom Henke. Okay, so we could put starters in there too? Well, that would be nice. Let me think about that for a moment. I'll try to give you something off the top of my head while I'm calling the game. So, here's the 2-1 to Teo. Lazinski deals. And that splitter misses low. The count is 3-1. Good hitters count for Teo. I'll definitely say you got to have Mariano. Definitely Mo. I like Mo and I like Sutter. I like that. For other relievers, I would go with, so here's a 3-1. That one is fouled away. Full count here. The sinker fouled off. The count is 3-2. 1, 2. So I got to find 3 more. If I could put a starter in there, we put Wainwright. I would say, here's the 3-2. Outside corner, sinker got him looking for strike three, and Teo's challenging this. That was in there. He's about to blow our last challenge. Call is upheld. We have no challenges remaining. It is a strikeout. 2 away. I'll put John Smoltz in there. John Smoltz for sure. I usually find 2 more. Here's the first pitch to Thomas. Swing and a miss over a splitter, 0-1. So here's Alec Thomas, 0 for 1 so far in this game. Runners on first and second here with 2 away. I'll throw out maybe Goose Gossage. I'll throw him out there. I see 1 more. Here's the 0-1. And that sweeper is outside for a ball. Count is 1-1. Here's a 1-1. That one's grounded, and it gets through for a base hit into right. Bobbled out there in right field. Edman will come around to score. And runner goes down to third. So it's an RBI single here for Thomas. And it's now 2-0 LA. There you go. With 2 outs coming through here. Grounded right in the hole there between first and second base for RBI, base hit. I'm having a hard time with the last one, Jeff. I'm just going to throw, since I'm doing it off the top of my head, I'll just go ahead and throw Eric Gagne in his prime. He had a good run as a closer during his prime years. Here's Fiducia, and he looks at a strike, fastball inside corner, 0-1. He's a lineout victim so far in this game. 1 run in, runners on first and third. Shohei's on deck. All right, no problem, Jeff. Here's the 0-1. And fastball in the inside corner at the knees, 0-2. So it's quickly 0-2 here to Fiducia. We do have another run in thanks to Alec Thomas. Here's the 0-2. And that breaking ball misses low and inside, ball 1. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Fiducia. Started and relieved in the same week. That is impressive. Very impressive. Here's the 1-2. That sweeper misses way outside. The count is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on him. 1 run already in. Runners on first and third. 2-0 LA here in the bottom of the 4th inning, looking for more. Here's a 2-2. And he pulls that one into right. That's going to get down for another base hit. So Tucker will come in to score, and Thomas with good hustle goes down to third. And the Dodgers get another run here. And the rally continues. It is now 3-0 LA. Runners on first and third for Shohei Ohtani coming up. Make some noise. Here comes Shohei Ohtani. Runners on first and third with 2 away. 3-0 lead now. Bottom of the lineup. Bottom of the order coming up for us. Alec Thomas, Hunter Fiducia. Here's Ohtani, 0 for 1 with a walk, a run scored, and a stolen base so far. First pitch to him is Oh, fastball just misses the outside corner. 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes here. Here's the 1-0. And that sweeper catches the outside corner for strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Shohei Ohtani. 2 runs already in. 2 away. Back-to-back clutch base hits. 2 singles from Alec Thomas and Hunter Fiducia. Here's the 1-1. And Ohtani yanks that sweeper foul. The count is 1-2 here. 1-2 count. Let's get another run here. Since June 1st with runners in scoring position, 388 average for Shohei with 6 home runs, 28 RBIs, 2 doubles and a triple. Come on, let's put them away. Let's go. Put this game away. 1-2. Bounces in the dirt with the splitter. The count is 2-2. Another big hit here, and we have a good 4-run lead at the least. Can we make it 3 clutch hits in a row? Let's find out. Douche at first, Thomas on third. Here's the 2-2. That one's up the middle, but the shortstop's got it. We'll step on the bag at second. That'll do it. So Shohei's retired. Inning is over, but the Dodgers pick up a couple more hits, a couple more runs. And after 4 innings of play, it's 3-0 LA. And when we return, Cook, Gonzalez, and Valdez due up for the Pirates when we get back. So stay tuned here live at the CHMAN 712 Sports Network. Bring you the Dodgers action all season long. Quest for the three-peat continues. Once again, if you've joined us this Sunday afternoon, thank you for choosing us and appreciate the support. Make sure to tap the like button. It does help the stream out. Cosmic. What's going on there, Cosmic? How are you doing? Yep, Dodger Blue, baby. That's it. So we've given Snell here 3 runs to work with, and we're going into the 5th inning. So the game is moving along at a pretty good pace here on this Sunday afternoon. Good Sunday afternoon baseball will be topped off even better with the Dodgers win and a sweep. Then we get an off night tomorrow night. So we'll be off. Then we head to Atlanta and face the Braves in what will be a very big series and has some implications to it. And hopefully we get to go in with momentum and confidence and try to take that series. I'll be happy we could take 2 out of 3 from Atlanta. Of course, Tyler Glasnow is going to be on the mound on Tuesday night. So he's making his Dodger return. Coming back from the IL. Looked very good in his rehab starts. Hopefully that carries over and he can pitch well and we can get some wins. Offense performing a lot better as of late. First pitch from Snell. Breaking ball is low for a ball, 1-0. Putting the rough stretch way behind us now. It's not even a thought of mine anymore. So Billy Cook 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far in this game. And a pitch. Breaking ball right there at the knees for a strike. 1-1. Very beautiful. What a break it had on that. Very good movement. Here's the 1-1. Caught on a miss at the high fastball. So he's set up here 1-2. Chased a really bad one too. All right, Snell. Snell's ahead of him here. Got him on the ropes. Time to knock him out. Here's the 1-2. And that fastball's fouled off. So count remains 1-2. So Snell approaching 70 pitches. He's at 68. The 1-2. Breaking balls in the dirt. The count's even here at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Cook. And the next pitch will be number 70 of the game here for Snell. And he deals. And he swings and pops that one foul out of play. He went fishing for that low changeup and was able to get a piece of it. Enough to stay alive. So we'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. And that one's chopped up the third base line. Foul. So the count remains 2-2. Here's the 2-2. And that fastball's upstairs, so it's a full count here, 3-2. So Cook putting up a good at bat here out of the 9 hole. At the top of the order coming up. Here's the 3-2. And he swings at the changeup, pops it up first base side. Freddie backs up to the grass, and he's got it. So 1 away. Pop out to Freddie Freeman, first baseman. So that'll bring up Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1, hit by a pitch and stole a base earlier in the game. Snell now 73 pitches, 47 strikes against 26 balls. Good ratio. And that there's a strike along the bottom of the strike zone. Changeup, 0-1. Snell throwing with confidence. He is dealing. Here's the 0-1, and that one is fisted out to first. Caught by Freeman. In on the hands. Jammed him. Freddie's got it. So 2 away. That'll bring up Valdez, 0 for 2 so far in this game. We haven't seen a 1-2-3 inning so far from Snell. Hopefully he can get one here. Pattern has been he's been getting the first 2 outs relatively quickly. Then the third one either walks or gets a hit. And a fastball high and away for a ball, 1-0. Be nice for him to settle down here and just get a 1-2-3. Valdez has struck out in both of his at-bats so far in this game. Here's the 1-0. And that changeup misses outside. It's now 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes on him here. There's a 2-0. Out on a miss over the changeup. Count is 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Valdez. Here's the 2-1. And that changeup is low. So it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Snell at risk here of continuing the pattern of putting the third person on after getting the first 2 out. Here's the 3-1. Pitch number 80 on the way. Fastball needs for a strike. 3-2. 3-2 here. Full count on Valdez with 2 down. Here's the 3-2. Way upstairs with the fastball. Ball 4, so the pattern continues. The Pirates get another 2-out base runner by way of a walk. And that'll bring up Reynolds, who's 0 for 1 so far in this game. Hopefully Snell, if he's going to keep this pattern up, he'll continue the pattern with getting the next batter out. Got to go after him here. First pitch. Caught on a miss. Challenge him in the zone with the heater. 0-1. Reynolds walked in his last at bat as well. Here's the 0-1. And that one's chopped to short. Charging in his Mookie's got it. Throws to first. The stretch, they got him by like half a step. What a play. So that'll do it. So the Pirates strand one again. It's 0-2-0 Pirates, 3-4-0 Dodgers. After 4.5 innings of play, it's 3-0 LA. And when we return, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and Max Muncy due up when we get back here live at the CH-Man 712 Sports Network. Once again, please do like the stream if you haven't already. It does help us out greatly. I appreciate you stopping in to hang out with us here on a Sunday afternoon for baseball. And I'll be right back in just a moment.
The Dodgers a strike away from a championship, from a proper celebration. Start the party, Los Angeles! Your Dodgers have won the World Series! They cap off their 8th World Championship with a comeback for the ages from down 5-0 to win it 7-6 in 5 games in this clash of the Titans. The Dodgers over the Yankees. It's the largest comeback win in a clinching game in World Series history.
Here's the 1-2 pitch from Buehler. Got him swinging! That's it! It's a World Series win for LA! They've done it! They finished the job and give Los Angeles the parade it's been waiting for! Grown men but children again! Living out.
We're back, and, well, I'm back. And what I will say is, after this half inning, I will do another Around the League score update, because I haven't done one in a while. And see what else is going on around the league as far as scores go. Of course, we come into this game with 79 wins on the year, looking for win number 80, 79 and 51. So that'll be nice. And Freddie Freeman to lead things off. First pitch. He lifts that one into right. That's going to get down for a base hit. So it's a leadoff single here for Freddie Freeman on the very first pitch. And we have a base runner. Lazinski back out there for the 5th inning, for his 3rd inning of work. The very first pitch he throws, Freddie, some good solid contact, dunks it into right field for a leadoff single. And we're in business. Thank God I overslept. Ooga booga. Oh yeah, about the Jays. I got you. Here's Mookie Betts, 0 for 2 so far in the game with an RBI. First pitch, fastball, high for a ball, 1-0. Well, that was a double place, not an RBI, but a run did score. Turkey Man is here. Here's the 1-0 to Mookie Betts. Lazinski deals. And that fastball's upstairs for a ball. The count is 2-0. Here's a 2-0. Mookie swings, lifts that one into center, right center, and I'll get down for a base hit in the gap. But it's played well. And that'll keep Mookie at a long single. It didn't get to the wall. But now runners on 1st and 3rd here with nobody down. Make some freaking noise. Dodgers cooking here again. Big single by Mookie Betts. Back-to-back singles open up the inning. Has runners on 1st and 3rd. There's nobody out. That'll bring up Max Muncy, is 0 for 1 so far. Oh. Gotcha, Turkey. I'm sorry. Of course, Muncy walked as well. And he grounds the sweeper foul, 0-1. Big opportunity here to get some insurance runs. Oh, you're fine, Turkey. I get it. Here we go. Pitch number 50 on the way from Lazinski. He deals. And that sinker is outside for a ball, 1-1. And the lineup is doing something they were not doing when we were struggling and losing a lot of games. And when we were on that losing streak, we were not running counts and having good at bats. And we've been doing that again as of late, and it shows. So here's a 1-1. That one's chopped. The pitcher runs off the mound to get it, and he only has one play. He flips it to first for the out. So fielder's choice, an RBI, and it's now 4-0 Dodgers as Freeman comes in to score. Thank you for supporting Turkey, Jeff. So the runner makes it down to second, one away. Here's Tommy Edman with a runner in scoring position here. So it's 4-0 LA now. Edman's 0 for 1 and hit by a pitch and scored. He shows bunt. He pops the bunt foul. So 0-1. Here we go. Still got a runner in scoring position here. Big opportunity. Here's the 0-1 to Edman. Oh, and he turns around, throws the second, but Betts dives back in. So first disengagement here for Lazinski. Betts is safe. So still an 0-1 count here on Tommy Edman. Dodgers looking for some insurance runs. They got one already. And that pitch sinkers outside for a ball. Count is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Tommy Edman. Here's the 1-1. And that sinker is low for a ball. The count is 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Edman. Dodgers with 1 run in, threatening for more. It's 4-0 LA here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And here's a 2-1, and Lazinski steps off for a moment. We get a moment of time. Big situation here. It's already 4-0. Dodgers looking to blow this game open and maybe even put it away nice and early. Here's the 2-1. Caught on a miss over the inside sweeper, so the count is even now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, well, it could have went either way. Jays could have very well have won that series too. Keep that in mind. Here's the 2-2. That one swung on, lifted to right. Right fielder's there, makes the play, and Mookie goes for third. They throw it down there, but not going to get there. So Mookie moves down to third, but 2 is away. Fly out 2 to right fielder. Hey, Commissioner Charles, thank you, my friend. Thank you very much for what you do. What you do for the whole network. And that'll bring up Kyle Tucker. 1 for 1 so far with a single and a run scored. Kyle Tucker building on what he did in last night's game. Coming up here as well today. And Christian Curtis, a righty, is in the bullpen for the Pirates right now. So runner on third and 2 out here for Kyle Tucker. The pitch. He swings and misses over a splitter, 0-1. It was such a close series, man. It depends on how you act. If you're one of those fans who's like rubbing it in, being disrespectful, then yeah. Splitter is low, and he tried to check his swing. Third base umpire said he went. So strike 2, 0-2 here on Kyle Tucker. But you know, if you're cool and respectful about it, like you have been, nobody's gonna hate you. So it's about how you handle it. Here's the 0-2. And that splitter bounces in the dirt. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Tucker. Discipline is the gap between goals and accomplishments. Yes, sir. Wise words. Thank you again, Commissioner Charles. Here's a 1-2. Splitters in the dirt. It counts even now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Kyle Tucker. And I've said it, Turkey. I mean, the Blue Jays pretty much had us, That was so close. Here's a 2-2. Caught on a miss at the low splitter for strike 3, so that'll do it. But the Dodgers do pick up another run. So they're 4-6-0, beating 0-2-0. And after 5 innings of play is 4-0 LA. Brandon Lau, Flores Jr., and Nick York due up for the Pirates when we return here live at the CH-Man 712 Sports Network, an affiliate of Pure Adrenaline Sports here on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Dodgers action all year long. Wow, yeah. I'm glad you admit it at least, because there's a lot of people that won't admit it. But, what's fair is fair, what's foul is foul. You got to call it like it is. And to be fair, if Hoffman made one more better pitch, history is probably the other way around. So, he left one in there, he made a mistake, and rest is history. So it happens. It happens to everybody. But the good thing for you is that your Blue Jays have a good ownership, very aggressive front office, and a bright future to look forward to. There's a lot of upside going forward. They're playing better as of late overall. They were able to trade and get some good pieces at the deadline that I think will help them going forward. You got the young pitcher, Trey Savage. I mean, you got Dylan Cease locked up. You locked up your franchise player, Vladdy Jr. I think you guys will be fine going forward. And Turk, you'll probably see a World Series eventually. Just hang in there, keep rooting for the team, keep following them, believe in them. They can do it. They could definitely do it. They've got the right pieces in place, and they've got, like I said again, a good aggressive front office and good ownership. And we're back. First pitch is caught on a miss for a strike, 0-1 by Lau on the slider. So the Pirates is more aggressive first pitch swinging, but this time it's 0-1. Snell's at 84 pitches now. This is probably his last inning, but he's pitched very well so far in this game. Lau is 1 for 2 with a single in this game. Here's the 0-1. Checks his swing, but taps it down to third base line. It's foul. So the count is now 0-2. It's an 0-2 count here on Lau. Here's the pitch. And a slider just misses the outside corner, so it's 1-2 now. Oh, gotcha. Hey, Fernando, welcome in. Go Dodgers indeed. That one's grounded to second base. Edmonds got it. Throws to first. 1 away, folks. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Yep, let's go Dodgers. Yeah, I got you, Turkey, man. Yep. Credit where it's due. I give you credit where it's due as well. So, Dodgers trying to get this sweep. They're up 4-0 here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's Flores Jr. is 0 for 2. First pitch fastball, high inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Flores Jr. a strikeout and a flyout in this game so far. The umpire is talking to Snell about something. I don't know what it is. Something about the mound? Yeah, something about the mound. Yep, they had to do a little maintenance on the mound, so we have a moment, a little break in the action here. But right now, if you're just joining in, it's one away here in the top of the sixth inning. Pirates are at bat. Flores Jr. is 0 for 2 is at the plate. Snell's on the mound at 88 pitches. There's no balls, one strike on him. It's 4-0 Dodgers here. Pittsburgh still has 2 ABS challenges remaining. LA has no ABS challenges remaining, and that's where we're at. Snell trying to get through 6 innings in this start. 6 shutout innings, that would be great. Dodgers looking for win number 6 in a row, back-to-back series sweeps, and looking to head to Atlanta on Tuesday night with momentum and try to take that series as well. Looking for win number 80 on the year as well. So we have a lot going on here tonight, folks. A lot going on. And we'll see how that goes. As always, let's go Dodgers. Bleed blue. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he's taking a couple warm-up tosses. All right, making sure things are good with the mound. Can't wait to get back to the action. Try to get through this inning. Snell has pitched well. And also another thing for those of you who just joined in, Tyler Glasnow is coming back. He'll start on Tuesday night against Atlanta. Here's the 0-1. And the high cheese is fouled off. So we're set up here with 2 strikes, folks. So 0-2 here on Flores Jr. See if Snell can get a strikeout here. Pitch number 90 on the way from Snell. And here's the 0-2 on pitch number 90. Snell deals. Cut on a miss. Strike 3 at the low inside slider. Dump your K's in the chat. 2 away. Strikeout number 5 for Snell. And he's looking good here. Absolutely fooled him. So 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning for Pittsburgh. So many things not go their way, man, to be honest. Caught on a miss by York over the changeup, 0-1. So here's Nick York. 0 for 2 so far in this game. Both of them are ground out, so left fielder for the Pirates. Wow, and that slider bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-1. That's some cold, hard truth, Turkey, man. You know, that's one thing I like about you is that you just call it like it is. You just say it like it is, man. Even if it's your own team, you just go ahead and you say it. I respect that a lot. Shows a great deal of maturity. 1-2, and the fastball was fouled off, so the count is 1-2. Let's see if Snell can finish this one strong here. Edgardo Henriquez, the righty, is up in the bullpen for the Dodgers. This is likely going to be the last inning for Snell. His pitch count is in the 90s. Here's the 1-2. Cut on a miss at the high cheese. Strike 3. Dump your K's in the chat. That'll do it. Strikeout number 6 for Snell. After 5.5 innings of play, it's 4-0 LA. And when we return, Teoscar Hernandez, Alec Thomas, and Hunter Fiducia due up when we get back. Oh, Fitzy with the redirect. Hey, everybody, welcome them on in. Welcome in Tom Fitzpatrick, a good friend of mine. He calls the Red Sox play-by-play. Round of applause for them. And Gina. Hello, Gina. How are you? And let me get some score updates. I promised for a while that I did not get to earlier. Get those score updates for us. So, Indians up 6-2 over Colorado in the 8th. San Diego, Minnesota tied 1-1. The Reds with a 3-0 lead over Arizona. The Cubs with a 5-2 lead over Seattle. The Devil Rays defeat Baltimore 3-1. Phillies 6-4 winners over the Cardinals. The Yankees 8-3 winners over Toronto. The Miami Marlins, they take care of the Fish 6-2. The Natties 6-2. Kansas City 11-7 winners over Detroit. The Oakland A's 7-6 winners over Houston. The White Sox defeat the Mets 2-1. The Rangers defeat the Anaheim Angels 5-3. And the Red Sox 5-4 winners over San Francisco. And one more game left for the night. 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be Atlanta and Milwaukee. And a new pitcher coming in for Pittsburgh. It's going to be a right-handed pitcher, Christian Curtis. 1 game so far, 5 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, and a whip of 0.80. And I'll get a final line for Snell, since Snell's night is likely over. And Teoscar swings and misses at the first pitch slider, 0-1. They did outplay them. That is true, and I admit it. Here's the 0-1. And that fastball's fouled away, 0-2. Boston wins the World Series. You not watch any more NBA games. Man, you really hate Boston. I think you and Jake will get along fine. Here's the 0-2. And Teoscar pops up the fastball. He chased the high cheese. Second baseman goes into the right field grass, and Lau gets it. So, 1 away. So anyways, for Snell, his final line, 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs allowed, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, ERA down to 2.57. And good chance Henriquez will be coming into the game to pitch next inning. I'll get his information as well in a moment. And a cut on and missed by Thomas. Here's Alec Thomas, 0-1. He's 1 for 2 and an RBI single in this game. And I have Henriquez stats ready to go after this half of the inning. Here's the 0-1. That fastball's inside, 1-1. And he's out. Just like that. I missed the play because my tablet would not go back on the live for the game day. I was fighting with that. I apologize. But I'll find out what it was. But it's 2 outs now. Alec Thomas lined out to the right fielder. Here's Fiducia. And he pulls the cutter foul, 0-1. So Fiducia is 1 for 2 at an RBI single so far. Here's the 0-1. And that cutter is inside for a ball, 1-1. Oh yeah, Turkey, that would be amazing. Turkey and Jake, I want to see this conversation. I definitely want to read this conversation. You guys go at it. Have at it. I want to see what you guys have to say. Here's a 1-1. That breaking ball bounces in the dirt, 2-1. Jake, they did the same thing to us. When they swept us, they came into our post-game chats on All Dodgers and were claiming championships, man. It was funny. Here's a 2-1. It was aggravating at the time. Swung on, fouls off the fastball. The count is 2-2. It was aggravating at the time, and now it's just funny looking back at it. But it's a long season, man. It's a very long season. Here's the 2-2. And that fastball runs upstairs 3-2. But I think you guys are playing them next weekend, aren't you, Jake? If I can recall correctly. Here's the 3-2, and Fiducia pulls that cutter foul. And if Fiducia doesn't get on, the positive sign here is that, well, next inning, for the 7th inning, Shohei Ohtani would lead things off, be the top of our order to try to get more insurance runs. But we got a healthy 4-0 lead right now. Now it's up to the bullpen the rest of the way. Here's the 3-2. Strike 3, fastball along the bottom of the strike zone, catches him looking. So the Dodgers are retired. They go down quietly. After 6 innings of play, it is 4-0 LA. And when we return, it'll be Horwitz, Triolo, and Cook due up for the Pirates when we return. Rigged. Who said that? That's unbelievable. Because even Brewers fans were not saying that. Because, any Brewers fan I talked to after the trade went down, you know who they blamed? They pointed the finger at their own front office and blamed their own front office. Now, that's accountability, my friend. Kudos to them. I give them respect for that. Call it like it is. That's really the best you can do. Because they weren't aggressive enough. And obviously there was a little sense of urgency with us because, let's be honest here, do you want to just let a team get a player that you know you're probably going to end up facing in the postseason? Because then you got to face a rotation of Mizorowski, Skubal, and, Kyle Harrison. You don't want to face a rotation like that in a short series. So Edgardo Henriquez coming into the game for LA. The right-handed relief pitcher, 51 games this year, a 4-1 record, a 2.96 ERA, 51 2/3 innings pitched, 56 strikeouts, and a whip of 1.03. And over his last 7 outings, he has a 1.35 ERA in 6 2/3 innings pitched with 8 strikeouts, 2 hits, and only 1 earned run allowed. So hopefully he can get the job done here and get through this inning for us. Trying to get Snell the win. Yep, respect to the oven mitts. You and your oven mitts. So here is Henriquez. Yep. See, and that was their decision. So, they can't be mad at us. That was just their decision. Here's Horwitz. 1-for-1 with a single and a walk. First pitch cutter is grounded foul, 0-1, first base side. So let's see if Henriquez can come in here and just get a 1-2-3 inning for us. Horwitz does have a single and a walk today so far in this game. Here is the 0-1 to him. And he fouls off the fastball. The count is 0-2. 0-2 setup. Yeah, you saw it then, Jake. You saw it. Here's the 0-2. That was pulled. Fouled. Oh, that had double written all over it. It fell down there at the by the line in right field, but just foul. If that was fair, that had double written all over it at the very least. Yeah, they were claiming a lot of things, Jake. What was funny was after they won the second game, we were all talking about Skubal in the chat and ignoring them. They were the only ones making ooga booga noises and screeching about what they're going to do, and we were ignoring them. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball way outside. 1-2 now. But some of the things that they were saying was just incredible. And not in a good way. Here's the 1-2 to Horwitz. Henriquez deals. Cut on a miss at the outside fastball. Strike 3. Dump your K's in the chat. 1 away by way of decay here. And that'll bring up Gonzalez. So it looks like the Pirates are bringing in a pinch hitter. It'll be Gonzalez. And the catcher comes out to the mound to have a word with Hernandez. But yeah, they were saying things about how we were fraudulent champions, fraudulent back-to-back champions. Now, how can we be fraudulent back-to-back champions when you guys were picking and clawing for a third wild card while we were making our rounds? I mean, our run. I don't know. And they called Ohtani a fraud, too. I'm just like, why? Because he couldn't afford Ohtani? I mean, I'll leave it at that. I won't go any further. Here's Gonzalez, 224, 6 home runs, 28 RBIs. Fastball just misses low for a ball, 1-0. Oh, yeah. Do it, Turkey, man. I'll be there. I'll stop in. I'll support you. Here's the 1-0. And that fastball's popped off the end of the bat to left field near the line. Foul territory, and he's got it. Teoscar Hernandez runs it down, so 2 away here in the top of the 7th inning. I would make Dodgers a deserving team in 2017, and Jays win last year was out. Would also make... Well, are you going to do it in MLB The Show? Are you going to download the old 2018 and rosters and do it? Because you know somebody is going to... Somebody's created all those rosters in the vault. Does that make sense? Chat, you guys are just cracking me up right now. Turkey Man's, but when Turkey Man gets going, and O'Neal Cruz comes off the bench to pinch hit now. 266 average, 14 home runs, 51 RBIs, 849 OPS. 2 for 7 in the series with a triple, a home run, and 4 RBIs. 2-run scores. And a lefty, O'Neal Cruz, comes into the game to face Henriquez. That could be, it could be interesting, all right. You know, anytime I have you and Jake in the chat, I'm having a good time. It's entertaining when you two are in here together. And that cutter is chopped foul 0-1. Because Jake is probably the coolest Yankee fan I know. But we have a mutual understanding on things. I don't blame him for the things that they do, and he doesn't blame me for the things that we do. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs, ball 1, 1-1. Because you know what? They're trying to win. They're going out there. They're in win now mode. That's why they make, if they make a big move, that's what they're trying to do. You got to respect it. Here's the 1-1. The pitch. And right there, cutter over the heart of the plate for a strike. He was looking at it. So 1-2. Challenged him. So here's the 1-2. And that fastball's high and away for a ball. The count is 2-2. All right. Yep, there you go. Your Rangers won. So here's a 2-2. 2 down here on top of the 7th inning. The pitch. Slider in there. Strike 3. Got him looking. Dump your cage in the chat. That will retire the side. So the Pirates go 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 7th inning. And after 6.5 innings of play, it is 4-0 LA. And when we return, top of the order due up. Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts when we get back. Get up and stretch, y'all. See you guys in just a moment. I'm back. Sorry, I was muted. Here's Shohei Ohtani to lead things off here. And the first pitch is a ball. Well, apparently there was a first pitch and we missed it. The telecast came back late. So it's 1-1 here on Shohei. Because, he would have been either way, Turkey man. Here's a 1-1. Changeup bounces in the dirt, 2-1. See, they were fully healthy. Gotcha. Do you believe that? That's a good question for Jake. And you think they would have... Hey, Eric is back, y'all. So it's 2-1 here on Shohei Ohtani. He's over 2 with a walk, a run, and a stolen base so far in this game. Here is the 2-1. Caught on a miss at the fastball. So the count is 2-2 here. 2-2 count on Shohei Ohtani. So 2-2. The pitch. That one's fouled, so he stays alive. Curtis back out there again to pitch. Four nothing LA here in the bottom of the 7th inning if you're just joining in. Here's the pitch, and that one is lifted into left field. Going back in front of the warning track, it's caught. So 1 down here, fly out to the left fielder for Shohei. Having a quiet day today overall. That'll bring up Freddie Freeman. Freddie's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run scored so far. Average up to 303 now. Excuse. Yeah, it's about the playoff series, man. Change up outside for a ball 1-0. It doesn't matter how much you beat up a team in the regular season. That goes for anybody, by the way. You could beat up on any team in the regular season. If they knock you out in the postseason, they won. Here's a 1-0. That one grounded to first. First baseman got it. Flips to Curtis covering. 2 away. So 2 quick outs here for LA in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hit that one kind of sharp, but right to the first baseman. That'll bring up Mookie Betts here now. Mookie is 1 for 3 so far in this game. Yeah, 2-out rally. Why not? He's got a single. First pitch to Mookie. Swung on, popped up to left. First pitch, left fielder comes in, and he makes the play. So the Dodgers go 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the 7th. But after 7 innings of play, it's 4-0 LA. And when we return, Gonzalez, Valdez, and Reynolds due up when we get back. Stay tuned here live at the CHMAN 712 Sports Network. bringing you Dodgers action and play-by-play all season long. Quest for the three-peat continues here, folks. It was like last year with the Brewers, too. The Brewers, we didn't beat them in the regular season at all. They absolutely owned us in the regular season, but then we found a way to beat them in the postseason, so we'll take that. I'd rather have that than the other way around, where we own them in the regular season and then they eliminate us. I think anybody would take that trade. Oh, yeah. Yep, Yankees went to the World Series in 24, and they're a threat every year. People don't take them seriously enough, but the Yankees are a threat every year. They've got really good ownership. They have a front office that knows what they're doing overall. And they got some young players in there now, too. They're building a young core is what they're doing. They got the Lombard kid, looks pretty good. It's mostly in the pitching. They've built some good pitching from in their farm system, so they're going to be good going forward. And that's how they've been for over 30 years. Consistent postseason team and contenders. You got to give them that. If you're not, you're just talking out of your rear end is what you're doing if you're not going to give credit where it's due. A new pitcher on the mound for LA. Righty Brock Stewart, 16 games, 0-1 record, 2.20 ERA, 16 1/3 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts against 5 walks. Opponents batting 109 against Stewart this year. So he'll come in here and try to get the 8th inning out of the way. And he'll face Gonzalez first, and that one sinker grounded foul, 0-1. More first pitch swinging from the Pirates. Nick Gonzalez, 0 for 2 so far, hit by a pitch, and he did steal a base earlier in this game. Here's the 0-1. That one is grounded to first. Freddie's got it. Flips to Stewart covering. 1 away. So a ground out to the first baseman. Good job by Stewart to cover the bag. So 1 quick out here in the top of the 8th inning. Now, it wasn't a wild card series, Chom. To be fair, that was an ALDS, so it was a best of 5. And here's Valdez, 0 for 2 with a walk. So they beat them in a series. You got to give them that. They did. But after that, since then, the two franchises went in different directions. Here's the pitch to Valdez. There's a strike. Sinker on the high inside corner, 0-1. And Stewart is set. He deals. And there's a strike. Sweeper in the low outside corner. Hits the zone. So it's 0-2 here. Stewart coming out and coming after these guys. That's what you like to see coming out of the bullpen with a 4-run lead. Here's the 0-2 on its way. The pitch. Oh, paints the corner with a fastball. Strike 3, and they're going to challenge it. It looked like a strike to me, but Pittsburgh will use an ABS, and they lose the ABS challenge. Dump your case in the chat. 2 away. Pirates have 1 challenge remaining. Got him looking for strike 3. Oh, Jake is back. I keep coming in and out, so I just saw your message. The Sox beat up on him. I still thought the teams were evenly matched, injuries or not. Yeah. Yeah, Jake, when you were gone, I was just telling Turkey Man that we do have a very mutual understanding of each other's franchises. I don't blame you guys for the things you do, and you don't blame us. First pitch to Reynolds, fastball popped in the air to left. And Teo's got it. So quick 1-2-3 8th inning. Just what the doctor ordered. And after 7.5 innings of play, it's 4-0 LA. Muncy, Edmund, Tucker due up when we return here live at CHMAN 712 Sports Network. Thank you, Commissioner Charles. I appreciate that. But yeah, Jake, I did notice that because when everybody was having a collective meltdown over the Skubal trade and all of that, Yankee fans were not. They didn't even seem to pay attention or care. Instead, you know what they were talking about that I noticed on YouTube? They were in their chats talking about what moves they need to make, what they need to do, what Cashman needs to do. They were focused on their own business and the American League. So that earned a lot of respect with me. This is powerful indeed. Let's go. Yep, absolutely, Commissioner Charles. Thank you once again. A warm round of applause for Commissioner Charles and all he does for the network. Not just me, but the other streamers as well. We have a very good network of streamers, by the way. Calling different teams, different regions. Got something for just about everyone. Trying to quickly get... And there's Anthony with the comic relief. We got to give him a round too. Anthony drops in with comic relief. So you got to give him a round of applause too. Well, they have to go collect themselves, regroup, because the season is not really over for them mathematically. So they do have to go regroup and try to figure things out. Yeah, what if the Yankees roster was fully healthy, though? You gotta ask yourself that. Hey, Wilson, how's it going, buddy? Welcome in. And Curtis back out there. It's like they're gonna let him keep going. Change-ups in there for a strike to Muncy, 0-1. So Max Muncy's 0 for 2 with a walk and an RBI so far in this game. Here's the 0-1. Cutter, chop, foul. The count is 0-2. So it's an 0-2 count here on Max Muncy. Here's the 0-2. And that fastball runs upstairs. So the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Max. We have a 4-0 lead right now. 3 outs away. But a little insurance can never go wrong. And that breaking ball's in the dirt. So the count's even here at 2-2 to Max. And that one is, line to the second baseman with a leaping grab. Good play, a line out from Max Muncy here, and 1 down in the bottom of the 8th inning. Yeah, that is true, Turkey. That is true, especially for marketing. And here's Tommy Edman, 0 for 2, hit by pitch and a run scored. Don't scare the Jays. And yeah, you guys play the Yanks tough all the time. Yeah. And fastballs upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Yep. I completely understand where Jake is coming from. And that cutter just outside, 2-0. Right now, we're 2 games behind the Brewers right now in the NL standings. 4 games ahead of the Braves, whom we have coming up. And that cutter misses high for a ball, so 3-0 here on Edman. Edman working a very good count here. He's in the driver's seat. Here's the 3-0 from Curtis. He deals. And fastball at the knees for a strike. So there's strike 1. The count is 3-1. I had a newfound respect for the Yankee fan base. And the cutter misses outside, ball 4, so we get a 1-out walk here. Edman draws a walk. Can that spark something? Let's find out. Kyle Tucker coming up. Yeah, it was after that Red Sox LA series, really, and I hung out in max coverage quite a bit, and they were cool. Tucker 1 for 2 with a walk, single, and a run scored. The pitch. There's a strike on the fastball right in the zone, challenged him 0-1. Because that was like the only fan base that wasn't giving us a whole lot of crap. Here's the 0-1 from Curtis. He deals. And that fastball's fouled away, so the count is 0-2. And even at that, I mean, the Yankees are due when you think about it. They're definitely due. Here's the 0-2 to Tucker. And he pops up the high fastball, chased a bad one. Shortstop drifts out to the grass, and he gets it. So, 2 down here. And runner still at first. And that'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez at 2 away. So our last opportunity here for some insurance runs. Because hopefully we don't have to go to a bottom of the 9th. So here's Teo, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a pop out in this game so far. Does not look very good at the plate up to this point. Pitch to him, and that cutter bounces in the dirt, 1-0. Of course, guys, as always, after the last pitch of this game, stay tuned. We'll do a little post-game. I'll do a recap of this game. We'll go around the league, get some score updates, and then I'll redirect us elsewhere. The only other one in network I think is streaming right now. Here's a 1-0. Caught on a miss for a strike. Fastball inside corner, 1-1. I know Liam's game is done, so we'll go to Mr. Sinbin. I think he's got something going on, so stay tuned for that. After our post game, we'll go over to Mr. Sinbin and show him some support and some love as well. Here's a 1-1. Slider bounces in the dirt, 2-1 here. There's activity in the bullpen. Alex Vesia and Paul Gervais in the bullpen. Gervais in the pitch. That changeup is outside and it gets away from the catcher. So Edmund will advance to second on the wild pitch. So 3 balls and 1 strike here on Teo. Runner in scoring position now, so it's a little single here, and we get a 5th run, most likely. Yeah, I agree, Turk. I agree. Here's a 3-1. And that fastball's pulled foul, so the count is full here at 3-2. Turkey root and then root for their own team. Turkey, you're on one. Three-two. That one is grounded to second. Second baseman's got it, throws to first, and that'll do it. So Dodgers strand 1 after 8 innings of play is 4-0 LA, and when we return, allow Flores Jr. and Nick York. Final opportunity here for the Pirates when we return. And let me check and see any pitching updates and changes. See who's coming in the game for us. Not a safe situation, so let's see who comes in to try to finish this game off. It's either going to be Gervais or it's going to be Vesia. And it's going to be Alex Vesia when we return. So Alex Vesia, the lefty, 57 games, 1-1 record, 3.25 ERA, 44 and a third innings pitched, 58 strikeouts, and a whip of 1.24 for him. And he'll come in to try to finish this game out. It's not a safe situation. And let's hope for a good clean inning. 0-2-0 for Pittsburgh, 4-6-0 for LA. That's been the game so far. Oh, yeah. Well, he's one of the best sluggers in the game, Turkey Man. When he's healthy, he's a walking, talking MVP year after year. You can't take that away from him at all. Still got almost 1,000 views here for a Sunday afternoon. Yep, Fernando, welcome back. Yep, shut him out, Vesia. Let's get this thing over with. Let's get number 6 in a row. Get the back-to-back sweeps. And let's go into Atlanta with all the momentum. Let's go Dodgers. Come on. Let's get there. Let's get it done. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, Big Vest. Let's get these guys. Here's Lau. First pitch. And the fastball's outside for a ball. 1-0. Lau has a single so far. 1 for 3 overall. Here's the 1-0. And that slider misses high and inside, so the count is 2-0. Come on, Vesia, go right after them here. You got a 4-run lead. Don't walk these guys. Go right after them. Throw strikes. Here's a 2-0. Caught on a miss at the high fastball. 2-1. So we finally got a strike in there. It's 3 outs away from getting the sweep and our 6th win in a row. And to nail the win for Snell, who was amazing today. Here's a 2-1 from Vesia. And that fastball runs inside. He had to turn out and away from it. So the count is 3-1. Vesia not throwing strikes here early on. Hopefully he settles in and goes after this guy. You don't want to be walking people here with a 4-run lead and just 3 outs to go. And here's the 3-1. And that fastball's way outside for ball 4. So Vesia walks the leadoff man here for Pittsburgh. So the Pirates get the leadoff man on here at the top of the 9th inning. And Flores Jr. was 0 for 3 coming to the plate. Vesia is not... He's missing badly, too, right now. He's got to settle in here. So here's Rafael Flores Jr. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Runner on first, nobody out. And the pitch. And that fastball misses inside and low, 1-0. Come on, Vesia. Throw some strikes. He's missing badly right now. And the catcher, Fiducia, goes out to the mound to have a word with him. So 6 pitches so far, and 5 of them have been out of the zone. And the only strike was on a swing and a miss on a pitch that was out of the zone anyway. So, come on, Vesia, settle in here. Let's get it done. Here's 1-0 to Flores Jr. Vesia deals. And that fastball's fouled away. The count is 1-1. Challenged him right down Broadway, but he fouled it off. So going after him here. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Flores Jr. Double play would be beautiful right now. I'd love a double play. Yep, even on a Sunday. We're about to hit 1,000 views on the stream, folks. Thank you all once again. I appreciate that. Very good for a Sunday afternoon game when people are usually out doing other things. Thank you all for joining us instead for MLB action. Even more importantly, Dodgers action. There's the 1-1 to Flores Jr. And fastball strike at the knees. 1-2. There we go, Vesia. There you go. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Flores Jr. I think my fans, fellow Dodgers fans and channel fans, we want to get our brooms out, folks. We want to get those brooms out. Here's the 1-2. And he just gets that slider, pulls it foul up the third base side. So the count remains 1-2. Sinatra. You know, Turkey, yep, you have a lot of free reign here on my channel to speak your mind. You know that. Here's the 1-2. And that fastball is fouled back out of play, so we'll do it again. Tried to get him with the high cheese, but he was able to catch up to it enough to foul it off. So the count remains 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Come on, Vesia. Come on, get this guy. And there's action in the bullpen. Left-handed pitcher Tanner Scott, our closer. Tanner Scott, is in the bullpen, just in case. Here's the 1-2. And that changeup was in the dirt. The count is 2-2. I love saying that. Our closer, because thankfully he is our closer going forward officially. Hopefully we shouldn't have to go to him here. Vesia needs to just get these guys. He got a 4-run lead. Here's the 2-2 to Flores Jr. And he pulls that slider foul. So we'll do it again. So Flores Jr. putting up a very tough at-bat here. Vesia can't get anything by him. 7 pitches in this at-bat so far. 4 foul balls. Come on, Vesia. Strike this guy out. Let's go. Here's the pitch. The 2-2 on its way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 at the high slider. Dump your K's in the chat. 1 away by way of the K. There you go, Vesia. Yeah, Anthony, that's true. And you know, Anthony, I don't know if you were here earlier when I made the announcement and I toasted to it with a drink. It's been confirmed. Diaz will not be returning to the closer role. He will not. Going forward, Tanner Scott, no matter what, unless he falls off a cliff, is our closer. That made me so happy. Here's York. First pitch is way upstairs for a ball, 1-0. So York is 0 for 3, 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Here's the 1-0. And that pitch gets by the catcher. The changeup runner will go down to scoring position. So it's ball 2. So the pass ball on Hunter Fiducia. So runner in scoring position here. Yeah, got you, Turkey. Well, anyways. Turkey Man, so you said you're going live later, right? Well, what are you going to be covering? You didn't specify. Here's a 2-0. Upstairs. Oh, they call it a strike. The fastball looked high, but we get away with it. They're not going to challenge it. So the count is 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Outside with the fastball. Count is 3-1 now. Yeah, I agree, Anthony. his last appearance, he came into an 11-2 game in Colorado, and it ended 11-5 in the ninth inning. 3-1, caught on and missed at the fastballs, challenged him in the zone. 3-2. Got you, Turkey Man. Got you. All right. Well, I'll check it out. I'll be sure to check it out. 3-2, and he fouls off the fastball to stay alive. The count remains full 3-2 on York. Pirates are threatening here. They got the runner in scoring position with just one out. Vesia struggling with his control this inning. 20th pitch on the way of this inning, and that fastball's fouled away. So we'll do it again. It was a low outside corner fastball. It was in the zone too. But York spoils it off to stay alive. Very pesky hitter here. We shouldn't even have to use our closer for a game like this. Just get it done. Here's the 3-2. And the high cheese is fouled back to the backstop. So the count remains 3-2. So 8 pitches in this at bat, 3 foul balls, another long at bat here by a Pirates hitter. This is like we play MLB The Show 26 and the computer decides to foul off every pitch. And the changeup is chopped foul. So another foul ball. What an at bat, what a duel. Who's going to win this one? The count remains 3-2. So 9 pitches in this at bat so far. Vesia is set. He deals. And that one swung on, lifted in the air to left field. Nope, Mookie goes out to the grass. Mookie Betts has got it. 2 down here, folks. 2 down. Hey, Ricky, what's up? Welcome in. Thank you. Yep, 4 likes and 30. Okay, awesome. Guys, make sure to like the stream. Help get it recommended if you're listening out there. It helps the channel to grow. Helps get the stream out there to more baseball fans and more Dodgers fans as well. Here's Horwitz, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. The Pirates down to their last out. Yep, thank you, Ricky. Pirates down to their last out here, folks. The lefty Horwitz. First pitch to him. Strike. Inside corner with the fastball, 0-1. This is what it comes down to. Do the Pirates rally? Do the Pirates make this more of a game? Or do we get win number 6 in a row and back-to-back sweeps? Let's find out. Thank you again, Ricky. Thank you for what you do. And here is the 0-1. And that one swung on, lifted in the air to left field. Going back is Teo. In front of the warning track, Teoscar Hernandez makes the play. That'll do it. Dodgers win. Make it 6 in a row for Big Blue. Dodgers win, folks. Back-to-back sweeps. And they have 17 consecutive scoreless innings pitched. They win number 80 of the year. Yep, doing very well, Ricky, and doing even better now. Dodgers win it, folks. Dodgers win it. And with that being said, all right. Yep, sing it, Turkey Man. Sing it. Let's go into our recap. Let's do our post-game recap. Some scores from around the league. Then I'll send you guys over to Mr. Sinbin. And that'll be it. Thank you guys for being here. So, Snell gets the win. He improves to 2-1 on the year with a 2.57 ERA. Picard takes the loss. He's 1-3 now with a 3.77 ERA. We scored 1 in the first, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Pittsburgh collects 2 hits in the game and no runs, but no errors. Sing it up, Turkey Man. And top performers, Snell, 6 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, no runs, 6 strikeouts. Curtis, the reliever for Pittsburgh, went 3 strong innings and gave up nothing. And Freddie Freeman was 2 for 4 with a run scored. Pirates stranded 7 runners on base this afternoon, and the Dodgers stranded 6, but Dodgers do get win number 80 of the year. They're 80-51. The Pirates are 63-69 now. And as we go forward, we do face the Atlanta Braves. We get the night off tomorrow night, and when we face the Atlanta Braves, Tyler Glasnow makes his return. He'll be starting on Tuesday night. We wish him all the best as well, and hope to get some quality innings from him and see how he does. And now I'll set us up to redirect to Mr. Sinbin, a good friend of mine. Great guy, calls great MLB action. So I swear by him. I'll get that set up for everybody. And once again, thank you for all the support, everybody. Things went very well. We had a very good, successful stream. A lot of action in the chat. And let's go ahead and set the redirect to go over to Mr. Sinbin. Here we go. We are set. So after the stream is over, it'll ask you if you want to redirect to Mr. Sinbin. It would mean a lot to me if you guys do that. Go over there, show him support, show him some love. Once again, Dodgers win. Thank you guys for joining in. Take care, and I'll see you at Sinbin. Over and out.